Hey YouTube, my name's Nate and this is Heavy Pedal Garage. So in the last video we got the door jambs prepped for paint. We did some seam sealing, got the grit just right to be able to lay down some sealer and some paint, and that's exactly what we're going to do in this video. I cannot wait to see this paint on the car. We're just going to do the jambs for now on the trunk and the door, but we're moving forward guys, so let's get it going. I am going to continue to use this CRE epoxy. You guys probably getting tired of hearing me talk about this stuff, but I just love it. I blocked the car down with this. I didn't use any 2K high build, just this epoxy. It's an industrial PPG product. It sands really nice, and what I like about it is every single layer I put on is just one more layer of corrosion resistant protection because it's an epoxy. So I'm going to use this as a sealer. Just need to thin it down to what it says on the tech sheet to make sure that it's thin enough so you're not getting a bunch of orange peel or anything like that in there. And then we'll shoot that on as a sealer. So going around the car with the tack rag, I use my spray gun. Now when I first blew it off, I had a lot of high pressure with just the spray nozzle. But when I go around it to blow it off and tack rag it for the last time, I use my spray gun. It's got lesser pressure and you're not going to stir things up as much. So I just go around with the tack rag and kind of blowing some air into all the cracks and crevices and cleaning everything up as I go. So, that also is a time as I'm going around the car to work on my hose management. Several times through this process I've gotten hung up on hose management. The hose will touch the paint, or you're dragging it and it's knocked my tripod, or pulled under the tire to where I couldn't move it. So it's also a time to practice that. So making sure that I can reach the back of the car. It's a little difficult with the garage door, but I got a plan when I was tacking and blowing it off. So again, taking your time and just kind of thinking everything through, slowing down a little bit. Guys, I've mentioned Kevin Tetz before on this channel. He's a great resource, and one of the things that I really like that he says is the joy is in the process. And that is so true. We wouldn't be doing this if we didn't like the work, right? If we don't like the work, we're just focused on the end result, which is to finish it and be done with it. But if you enjoy the process, it's a lot easier to just slow down and think things through and make sure that you got everything right. Mistakes will happen for sure, but at least this will give you one heck of an edge to make sure that you minimize that risk of accidents happening. Okay, so this is really exciting. This will be the first bit of the actual color of the car that's going to go on there. Now I know we sprayed some satin out on there and that looks great on the dash and everything, but this is going to be cool. I did a little sample on a die-cast model. If you watch the previous video all the way to the end, you get to see a sneak peek of what this color is going to look like on the car. So this is a UreChem product, and it comes in a kit, which is what I bought, a 1 gallon car paint kit. They say a gallon is good enough for a regular sized car, but since I'm doing the jams and all this and that, I didn't want to run out of paint. I went ahead and bought 2 gallons. So super cool to talk to. I called UreChem and talked to one of their customer reps, and she was super helpful. It's just a small company, United States company, I believe it's Missouri, and they wanted to put out quality products at a reasonable price, and the price is super reasonable. So yeah, just look at that color, that pearl pigment in there, really nice. Now in the last video when I painted that die cast car, the sparkle in the pearl shows up really well in the pictures, but I can tell you in person, the only time you really see that magnificent sparkle is when the direct light is on it. But this color flops, guys. I mean, I say it's got multiple personalities because sometimes it's burgundy, sometimes it's blood red, in darker lighting it's like black, even brown. You know, some of the lighting in my house makes it look a little bit brown. So I'm super excited about this. So the mix ratio for this base coat is actually 2 to 1. So it's 2 parts of the base paint to 1 part of the reducer. And I kind of wish I would have had bought the slow reducer just to, you know, give it more time to lay out and even up. But I painted with mid before and it's fine. I always say I wanted to try the slow and see what it does. I've heard that's a good thing to use the slow, but I keep forgetting when I go to buy my stuff. But anyways, 2 to 1. When you buy the paint kit, it comes with the reducer and the paint. However, on the tech sheet, it talks about an activator that could be added, which is optional, and it says it'll help, you know, increase the durability. So I did not buy that as the extra add-on because I figured the clear coat going over top of it, you know, is where I'm going to get my durability. But just keep that in mind if you buy this paint. You know, you want that activator. If you do want that activator, you'll have to buy that separate from the kit. 2 to 1, and then you could reduce it a little more. It says on the tech sheet you can reduce it down to 1 to 1. I think that's probably more for an airbrush application, is what it says. So when I sprayed this out on my car, I did 2 to 1, and it worked out great. So that's why I'm happy to start with my jams in the tail panel, because I can kind of test it out. I'll probably shoot the tail panel first. That way I've got things figured out by the time I get to the part of the jams on the doors that'll really be seen in the trunk jams. I'm nervous, so I'm actually procrastinating here by talking to you and just stirring the paint and looking at it. But no reason to be too nervous, I guess. Just got to shoot it. It's only paint. Letting the old Jambs flash off there in Heavy Pedal Garage. But while that's happening, I thought I would show you this part of the car paint kit. This is the high gloss clear. It's the high solids, I should say, and it is a high gloss. So this is what you get. You get 2 of these per 1 gallon. That's how you mix it, and if you want to reduce it, you can. But one of the things that I really like about this product is on all of the labels, you've got a lot of the tech sheet information right on here. So when you're mixing, if you have a second thought about it, you can just spin the can and see what your ratios are. This is hopefully going to go down just as good as the base. All right, I'm smiling ear to ear. This went just about as perfect as it could go, spraying it out in a dirty garage like this. So minimal trash, not too worried about any of that. I need to get it out in the sunlight and see what it all looks like, but I don't see any sags, I don't see any runs, and the pearls all look to be lined pretty good. A few places where the pearls may have stacked up on some of the seam sealer, but that's okay. Let's see how it looks. So I like to say that this color has multiple personalities, because in the shade it can be black, it could be plum. It's even got a blood red tone and semi-light. Super cool flop. And then when you get it out in the direct sunlight, it really brings out the sparkles in the pearls. And in the light, you've kind of got this blood red, and then certain shading, it's almost a brown, and that burgundy really comes out in places. And then where it's shaded, you still are getting hints of that plum and purple. I just can't wait to see what it looks like with all these body lines. And the hood especially, with all the contours of the hood and everything. I think it's going to look really cool. So I want to thank my wife, Steph. She's been super supportive of just about everything I do, but this car especially. We've planned this out together. She's always there for all the decisions, so I love you, babe. And we did a great job picking out this color. Guys, for years, her and I discussed what color we wanted to paint this. We've been all over the spectrum, gray, black, blue, and we just kept coming back to this burgundy, Merlot, blood red, candy red kind of color. And we found UreChem and this sparkling Merlot pearl, and it just hit the spot. Of course, you only see the color chip when you're picking it out, but now that it's been sprayed out, I'm especially confident that her and I made the right decision together to paint this car in this color. So, and guys, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for coming along for the ride. Like, comment, subscribe, and stick around, and maybe one day you'll get to see me take her for a ride in this car. Until then, catch me next time.